I'm doing my March wrap-up and my March book haul today. I'll start with the book haul. I got Panic by Lauren Oliver. This was the other book that the booktubers were doing a read-along for, and Jessie from Jessie Reads made me very intrigued, made it sound too interesting to pass up, so I finally got it. And I also got a little bookmark. It's from Big Bang Theory, the song Soft Kitty, Warm Kitty. Had to get it. Of course, we all need more bookmarks. And then I also got Shadow Spell, Book 2 of the Cousins O'Dwyer trilogy by Norm Roberts. They have deckled edges. Those are my favorite. For some reason, I'll read any book that has deckled edges. And I haven't read the first one, but they sound very interesting. I need to get to them. And it says that there's like an Irish castle in the books, and I love far-off places with castles, and I've always wanted to go to one. I need to someday. I also picked up The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. I have the other two books. These are the novellas to it. I have not read those yet either. I'm wondering if I can read the novellas first and then the series, or do I have to read the books first and then the novellas? If someone could answer that, that would be great. But yes, this is a very pretty cover. I want that. I got Shatter Me by Tahari Mafi, whatever. Sorry if I pronounced the names wrong. I do have, what is it, Unravel Me as well. I just saw this in the bookstore. I was going to have to order it because my bookstore never has any of the first books for some reason. I always have to order them. So when I went to my friend's baby shower, I saw this in their BAM bookstore. So I had to get it, of course. And I'll start that whenever. I have so many books to read, it's not even... No. I also got the graphic novel, Beautiful Creatures, by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I got this for the main reason, I've only read Beautiful Creatures. I haven't read the other three in the series, and I mostly remember what's in Beautiful Creatures, but I thought this would be easier than rereading the whole book. And then I'm going to finish that series. I have the first three, including, I just need the last one. And then I can say I am done with that series. Okay. Next books, mostly I got these for my boyfriend. It's book 2, The Magician by Michael Scott. And this is the last, I think this is the last book, or third book. I don't know, one of the books. The Warlock by Michael Scott. He read the first one, he loved them. I'm going to read them one of these days. Because I want to... Oh, this one has deckled edges. Because I want to read, because he made it sound interesting. And I always love talking about books. So if there's a book that I can get him interested into, I would like to as well, so then we can like discuss, and yeah. And this next series I also got for my boyfriend, but these ones I really do plan on reading, because actually I got him the next 3 books. He read the first book and loved it, of course. He finished it like in a day, and so then I got him the next 3. The Last Present, Curse of Bane, The Last Present's Attack of the Fiend, The Last Apprentice, Night of the Soul Stealer. I think that's the order of the books, but they're all by Joseph Delaney. Again, I really want to get into that. I don't know much about it. too much. I know there's magic, wizards, fantasy, young adult. I plan to get into it. I also got The Giver. I saw the trailer for the movie they're coming out with, so I had to pick up the book. I've always wanted to read this because a lot of people read this in school, and I never got to. They just never made us read it. I know a lot of people had to, but no. Our school stuck to more classics, like The Mockingbird, or even a lot of classics our school didn't make us read for some reason. Or maybe I just don't remember because I didn't read them. Oh, whatever. But yeah, I'm going to be reading this as well sometime. And I know a lot of people said the trailer seemed a lot different from the book, but I'd still like to read the book before I watch the movie. Okay, that's it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books that I bought for March. I was only supposed to buy 3 or 4. Or no, actually. The ones I read also, I got in March. I bought. So that's not even half of them. So we'll start with the books that I've read. The third and final book, Runes by Dan Wells. It was hard to get into at first because it's a lot of backstory. It's a lot of the same story that you're hearing over and over again. I don't really want to go into it in case I do spoilers or something, but it was a good ending to the book. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole series. He does have a novella out for an e-reader. And I want to read that as well because it talks about before the books, before the big war happened, basically how the war started. That's what the novella, I believe, is about. And I want to read that sometime whenever I can get my TBR pile down some. I also read Night Broken by Patricia Briggs. I believe this is book 8 in the series. I'm not sure when this is gonna end. It's good so far. Still good. I really don't want it to end, but I know all series have to end, or they should have an ending. That's sad if they don't. I don't know really. This is book 8, so there's nothing I could say about it without spoiling anything. But the stick right here, very important. It's throughout the whole books. The stick, and she tries to get away to the owner, and it comes back at the end. I want to know what that means, but I have to wait till the next book. And the next book won't be out until 2015. Ugh! Why can't writers write faster? They need to write faster, but I understand their pain because I'm a writer also, and I know it's hard. But us as a reader would like books out faster. But we understand. Also, okay, Booktubers was having the Panic read-along and the Archived read-along along with Goodreads. And I bought this, the Archived by Victoria Schwab, and she sent for the Goodreads. If you just bought it and you still had the receipt, you could send it to her via email, and you'd get a little signed book plate. What we did not know is that she would give us also a bookmark that is signed for the Unbound and tells all about the next book. And I'm excited to start reading that. I might break down and buy it next month. I have a lot of books to read, and I promised myself I wouldn't buy any books except the absolute necessaries, which I think there's 2 or 3 that I have to buy next month. 2. Today, which is April 1st, I have to buy The King by J.R. Ward and Illusion by Sherlyn Kenyon, because those are my series books that I've am deeply invested in and need them. I'm going to probably pick up The Unbound and probably read it because it was really, really, really good. It was a bit hard to get through, and I wrote this on my blog as well because my grandma recently passed away, and it deals a lot with death, and her job as a keeper to keep some of those dead histories in line and in check, and that's got to be hard, especially dealing with people that you have lost, and then having to do that as a job. That'd be just really tough for someone who's lost someone recently. Then I have also read Undead Pool by Kim Harrison. This is the 12th book, and I even went to her signing in Minneapolis and had it signed. It says Heart, Trent, and Raquel. Very good! And I'm so upset because it's ending. The next book is the last book, and I'm gonna cry. I love this series. It can't end. And I'm so upset because Al is a demon, and he was her, like, teacher, Rachel's teacher. And he just upset me in the ending so badly. So many feels. But this book, it kind of seems like at the end where it's wrapping up. It is. Everyone's starting to get in their, in their places for their happily ever after, basically. I'm still worried about Jenks. He's the pixie in their group. And one of the other books, he loses his wife. And I'm so sad for him. Okay. But I love this book. Everyone should read this series. I can't wait to see. Also, this month, she's gonna do a cover. She's gonna release the cover for the next book and what the title's gonna be. I'm excited to see what that is. I also read 2 books. One is The Copper Witch by Jessica Dahl. I got this as an ARC from the author. It's a historical romance. It was very interesting. I've never read... Okay, I can't say never. I have read I have read plenty of books where I did not like the main character. It was still a very interesting read. I need to pick it up. How about that? I can't really go into detail. I did write a blog about it, and I wrote a whole review about it on Goodreads and on my blog as well. The second ebook I read was A Family Affair by Karen Chance. It's part of the Cassandra Palmer series. And it's just there's a guy, he's like a warlock, and he's a friend of Cassandra's / something more in the rest of the books, but it's from his perspective. You just see a little bit more about his life. One is where Rosier comes and asks Pricken to catch a demon, and in order for Rosier not to mess with Cassandra, basically kill her, he has to go and catch this demon for him. Cassandra, of course, finds out, comes help him, basically kind of comes to the rescue, which I kind of think is hilarious, that the man needs the rescuing. Which more? which a lot of urban fantasy books are like that, which I like. But that's all I read this month. And I'm trying to log all my books. I have two bookshelves in my other room. I have some in plastic boxes as well, and these. And I'm trying to log all my books, see what I've read and what I haven't read, and I plan to make a TBR jar so that I make myself read books that have not just come out, but also ones that are in my to-be-read pile, because it is piling up, and it needs to be read. But that's all I got. Talk to you later. Bye.